The following is a paid program sponsored by the friends and partners of Faith Life Now.
We are here with Kerri Pomarolli and McGehee. They're a comedian couple, husband, wife. You guys are just being right here with you for just a few minutes. And we're going to be talking about, oh God, I'm still single. And so how long were you single?
Too long.
Too long. I know you,
According to my mother.
Okay.
As soon as I turned 12, it was too long to be single because she's from the South. You get that.
yes, I totally get that. So how old were you when you did get married?
31.
31. And you, Ron?
I was 33, which is very biblical because that's when Jesus died, and that's when I got married.
Really? That's
kind of weird.
That's really sweet because now he just compared the death of our Lord and Savior to his marriage.
Okay.
So that was really...
So what you're saying is you died yourself and you learned to
Yeah.
serve
Oh,
her and be
she's
a
good.
great
I did.
husband.
Yes.
I learned to, but nobody helped me roll the stone away from my tomb. It's still there.
The Bible does say for men to lay their lives down
Yes.
for their
Yeah.
wives, right?
Let preach it, sister.
And if you do that, it's easy to submit to that, isn't it?
No.
Still not easy to submit
I
to.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. Is she submissive?
Submissive. She is submissive.
Spell it.
When are you submissive?
When
What
I'm
is-
submitting to not going to work. You know, we both were very set in our ways, and I think a lot of people are getting married. You know, what were you, ripe old age of? What'd you say to me?
26.
Oh, goodness. But, you know, we got married in our 30s, and it's like he used to call me don't play well with others because I was like, I can do this myself. I don't need you. You know, that's not very inviting to a man when that's your
Okay,
general
ladies, are you
attitude.
single women? Here's some advice. What would you say to them?
My advice is, first of all, enjoy being single. Enjoy being able to get in the shower and shave both your legs at one time.
Without a baby.
Yeah, that will never happen again. Enjoy watching a Lifetime movie and not being interrupted by football. But, you know, I just think that there's a different attitude about singles in and outside of the church. And I think that the church really, it's an underserved community, and we need to stop asking the singles to do childcare on major holidays. Do you know what I mean? Because when I was single, they're like, "We'll see you on New Year's Eve. We know you're available." You know, and I'm like, I'm outside on Valentine's Day.
You don't have a
picketing.
life because you're single, right?
Picketing. I'm like, it's Black Tuesday, but I really just feel that we need to appreciate that it's not like a gift from God. It's just that every stage of life is where we are meant to be in that moment, and nothing is better. And my friend who's married, she has a brilliant quote. She said, "It's better to be single and wish you were married than be in the wrong marriage and wish you were single."
Exactly.
Yes.
And I was like, oh.
Yes.
So yes.
You have a book, Guys Like Girls Named Jenny.
Yes.
Now explain this to
Well,
me.
the first title was called If I'm Waiting on God, What Am I Doing in the Christian Jet Room? And my book is dedicated to everybody who failed the eHarmony quiz. I still get emails. They're like, love takes time, you know. And
eHarmony still sends you.
yeah, once in a while I look. I'm like, but Ron and I were friends, and in the great city of Columbus, Ohio, we flew to, and he brought some Krispy Kreme donuts on the airplane, and it chronicles we fell in love because of donuts.
Brings people
this
together.
book
Praise God.
is me. I wrote this book for all the girls that were sick of reading dating books where the author gets married and has 7 kids by the time they're 17 at the end. You know, it was like,
Right.
I kiss dating goodbye. I'm like, I want to kiss dating hello. You know, I want to give dating a chance. And so
I just want someone in my life.
someone on major holidays.
Someone that I don't have to babysit
Right.
at church.
Right. And so I just think that there's a lot of men and women out there that I just want you guys to know that, you know, you gotta laugh about it, because when you marriage, there's a lot of tears. So I think it's like, I mean, seriously, did you ever? And then people lie. I just tell it like it is. They lie. Married people lie. Like, when you get married, it's like a slumber party in your house every night. I'm like, no, he snores. This did not come out in premarital. So I think this is my answer to, it's like the Bridget Jones for you know, my version. And the boys in this book, I used all their real names. So it's a read-along adventure. You can look them up on the internet and let them know.
These are past boyfriends?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I see the dog lover.
Yeah.
Cheating on God.
Yeah, the
call.
metrosexual who told me that my belt didn't match my shoes, and so our relationship was not going any further.
Wow.
Which is, I don't know, as her husband and fiance and dating her, it was awesome that I was able to read this book.
Well, you're in it.
Well, you knew not
her
what
exes.
to do. You know what you shouldn't do.
Well, for me, being single was always being the friend. And so, you know, I thought I was dating girls, and I realized I was just being their friend.
But you were still paying for stuff.
We girls all know what that means, don't we? You're a really good friend, Ron.
And I found out usually within a letter that was sent by their lawyer that we were just friends, or to
Well, were you
remain 100
stalking?
feet away, something like that. I forget how the exact wording was.
I don't think anything says ladies' event like me. Please, ladies, you may all sit. You have a baby and you stood for me. Is it? They made you, didn't they? You want to sit up front, you stand. Keep your kid quiet. Ron doesn't like noisy babies. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. So, no, it's good to be here. I almost didn't make it. Just again, right there. Did you see that? Dear goodness, that was like anti-rapture. That was like Left Behind with a broken knee. That is not good. I thought I'd come out here. You guys got the 3D seats. Are you supposed to be here? You're like security, aren't you? So the ladies don't rush me. We want to run up and iron his clothes. Sorry. We just came here straight from the airport because the plane was delayed. And my wife is a liberated woman. So. Yeah. No. But I look out here, I see so many beautiful ladies. It's so awesome. And I also see a lot of to-do lists. It's kind of overwhelming, really. Trash out, lawns mowed, shopping. Oh. I remember stories about my mom and dad, how they met. Like my dad, he wanted to marry a beautiful exotic Asian wife. And my mom wanted a green card. Just love right there. But I guess there was some trouble at their wedding, though, because at the end of the wedding, the Irish side started throwing rice. Korean side got mad. They started throwing baked potatoes. They were just like, how you like that, huh? Oh, you want sour cream? No. After a party like that, there'll be people kind of drinking up and get a little bit crazy. You got a big decision to make that night. You gonna drive home with a drunk Irish guy or the sober Korean? Taxi!
You know, marriage, two become one, right? And it sounds beautiful and romantic, that two become one. But have you ever watched two cars get smashed together at the junkyard and have to occupy the same space? You know, the mirrors fall off and somebody's comic book collection can't be in the house anymore. And,
There's a stripping away that happens.
But there's a process of pressure and putting together. But then after that, it's nice and neat. And it all comes together.
It gets better
No,
as you get
I'm waiting
older,
for
too.
that time when it's nice and neat. But
No,
I
it
hear
does.
that. I hear that.
It does. You become so much one, you think the same thoughts. My husband and I, we were riding in the car together, and we'll just look at each other. He goes, "You want to go to so-and-so restaurant?" It's like, "Yeah, how did you know?" It's like it's almost, yeah. And she sometimes says, "Mom, you and Dad scare me. I think you're trading places. I think you're becoming more like Dad, Dad's becoming you, and you know."
Do you do the thing where you go out to dinner and no matter what he orders, you want to eat it? Like, it just doesn't matter. It could be Brussels sprouts.
I wait till he orders to find out what he's going to get.
And
If it sounds better.
When we go out to dinner and he goes, "I'm ordering the steak." Yes, I am. Yes, because I
Is that what you wanna share?
subliminally tell
Right.
him.
I usually say, "Do you want to share that?" And he's like, "No, that's okay. You get yours." Now, though, we watch our weight a little more. We split our food.
Because women always want men who make decisions.
Yes,
Who can
true.
make
That's
decisions.
true.
And if they're not decisions that they want done, then you'll know about it.
That's true. Yeah.
So when we order, he just orders whatever he orders, and the minute the food comes, he just switches it and gives it to me. Because I will have changed my mind.
Because you've trained him well.
And then you know what he does now in the drive-thru? He orders the extra cheeseburger because he knows. I'm like, I don't want anything.
Right.
I don't want anything. It's
Give me
bad
just
for
one
you.
bite of yours.
That's exactly
Just
what
really
my
bad for
husband
you.
does.
And then
yes.
4 bites in, he's like, all right, just take it because I ordered an extra.
Right.
You have got to make a decision to not do what everybody else is doing with their kids and to stand strong and to say, my job is to set our family apart and I'm going to stand for what is right.
There's two paths in the game of life. There's one, there's the world's pursuit. You go after the world, you go after mammon, you go after success. You go after success the way the world says to have it. You pursue it with everything, that you're willing to compromise. You're willing to compromise your children. You're willing to compromise your marriage. You're willing to compromise your family. You're willing to compromise God.
I was shy to the max, but what is being shy? Shy is just fear. And what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. You do not have a spirit of fear. But the enemy has one, and he's going to make sure that you take possession of it.
How we think is who we become. And he also said that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So, and we will eat the fruit of what we say. So what we say about ourselves, what we say about our kids, what we say about our spouse, what we say about life, about politics, what we say about money, like this is a terrible thing to teach your kids how to say.
The great pursuit, the game of life. What are the things we should be pursuing? What happens when we pursue the wrong things? In this dynamic teaching set, learn how to develop the skills you need to go, fight, and win in the area of faith and family. Learn how to raise children that will make an impact in a world that is crying out for godly wisdom and leadership. For a gift of $30 to the ministry, Drenda would like you to have your choice of a CD, a DVD, or audio download of the entire So Get This Women's Conference. If you're tired of not seeing fruitful results in your faith or family, then this wonderful resource is for you. Call or go to drenda.com right now and get this resource today.
So what is the most challenging thing you faced, being single so long and now married?
So long.
So long. It was such a long.
I would say the most challenging thing that I face is my spouse. No, no, but it is because I'm truly trying to find the way to sort of please her and enjoy my life at the same time. And I know that sounds funny, but because I don't want to be selfish,
Let
right?
me know
because
how that works out for you.
I'm so used to being, selfish. I know what I want. I know what I want to do. I know all these things, but I got to know what she wants to do and really, create an environment that we can do
that
it.
I send you. I don't
I know.
understand.
It's not like I don't
not
get
hard.
suggestions.
So you're trying to learn to speak her language.
Yeah, when you're 2 feet away from your wife and you're getting emails from her about what you need to do that day, it's kind of interesting.
And they still don't do it. I don't understand.
Because I didn't get it. I didn't
Now, my
get it.
husband used to say, just make me a list. He would say that. He said, I can't remember, you tell me too many things, but if you just make me a list. I never tried it. I should have. It works. It works.
I text my husband, yeah.
Oh, technology is horrible. Because my dad could say, oh, I didn't remember you saying that. But now there's an electronic trail. She can say, you opened it. I see this right
I
here.
want video cameras. I want video cameras in my house. Because it'd be like, you said it 3 times. I'm like, roll the tape. Roll the tape. No, I did not. Because I'm always right, but I don't have proof.
How are you? How are you? Thank you. Stand up. No, it's kidding. Stop. No, really. Okay, what happened to these people? Did they get raptured during Ron's act? That'd be weird if Jesus came back and he just took like 12 of you. I'd talk to the pastors. That's what I was wondering. I'm so happy to be out of the house. Anybody? Yes. It's all good though, because once we get to church, we got our church face on and we have no problem. It's all good. God is so good. right? Because you're in the church. We're out, right? How many of you like left children with a spouse or a sitter, and you're like, I'm going to women's retreat. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I don't know. We may go to Vegas. I'm not sure where the Lord's going to lead us. The pastor has a gun. We have to do what she tells us. Just very focused on being led by the Spirit, so. But I love being in church events because everybody's so happy, and we're just so happy. And it's women, it's fellowship time, and it's just all of us girls and like you two guys, which is awesome. So, you look totally comfortable. You're right. You're here to right. Yeah. Did somebody tell you it was a monster truck rally, perhaps? Is that a wedding ring on you? Okay, so you're not here to pick up chicks or anything. Okay. I love being at women, because it's all good. And then some of you, you've been here, everything's perfect, and then your phone rings, you're like, excuse me, it's my husband. I love him. Excuse me, he's watching the kids. What? What?
I am talking to big people right now. Do you understand me? Don't you call me back because I have to go out there and praise the Lord, okay? Just go in the refrigerator and pick something. You understand me?
God is so good. So is my marriage. Where are the moms with only one kid? Where's the moms with only one kid? Anybody? Woo, look, they have energy. They're woo. I have one child. I care. I spend time on Pinterest. I have Tupperware with matching lids. Woo! Look at me. All you Pinterest moms are like, oh no, this isn't a stool. It's actually a cotton candy machine, and it makes scripture verses, and I carved it out of driftwood. I brought my own chair because I'm Pinterest. Can't be friends with you people. My kid's eating leftover Tic Tacs from the mom. It's protein. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I love traveling. But when you have one child, I cared. I really did. I put an effort. I fed her organic. I never let her watch TV. The second child came out of the womb. Her first words, "Me amo Dora, swiper." No swiping, swiper. So when my 2-year-old had never had a bite of sugar, never seen TV, I did the dumbest thing any mother could ever do. I let her spend the weekend at Grandma's house. No, Grandmas. You know you want that baby. Give me the baby. You know why you want the baby? You want to pay your daughters back for the teenage years, don't you? Give me the baby. You know why? Because there's no rules at Nana's house. Nobody goes to bed at Nana's house. Giving my baby Coca-Cola to settle her stomach. Nana loves you. You're going home tomorrow. Have some cookies. Mommy doesn't love you like Nana does. No, she doesn't. You want an Oreo? Yes, you can. Take some home. Okay. She came back to my organic house like she's a crack addict in rehab. We were at the bank. I pulled out my M&M's, Mommy's medicine. She knew what it was. She's like, that's candy, Mama. I need it. I need it. I need it. And I'm down there going, no, I need it. I need it. Give it back. So much like many churches, they asked us to leave. And I haven't had any problems with the 2-year-old, except recently we flew from Atlanta to Los Angeles, and that baby cried for 4.5 hours straight. Have you ever been on a plane with the mom and the crying baby for 4.5 hours straight, screaming bloody murder, and the lady next to me is giving me dirty looks. And finally, at the end, I couldn't take it anymore. I said, all right, lady, if you're so perfect, what would you have done differently? And she's like, well, first of all, I would take the baby out of the overhead. I'm like, and buy a ticket? We're in a recession, ma'am. Being financially responsible.
And what is your biggest challenge?
Surviving. No, my biggest challenge, I think, is not falling into all the traps that we used to watch other people and go, like those women on TV, and you're like, I think as a woman, forgetting that you matter and forgetting that you matter and taking care of yourself and stopping taking care of everybody. And I used to go, that's never going to happen to me. And my friends and I were like, remember manicures? Remember when we used to go and do things? And so I definitely have fallen into that trap of just being like, well, the kids matter and the husband matters. So now I'm trying to do more things for me, like eating
true.
more chocolate.
She needs to do more things for herself because she really is busy. I know she
Get this on tape.
puts out this sort of diva attitude, but she tries not to do a lot for herself, and you have to like kind of push her to do it. Because if she doesn't do things and relax and have a good time for herself, it makes the home life horrible for everybody there.
So you're like, please, honey, relax, go.
You know, I bet that was like, you know, with the Israelites. They're like, Moses, go get a massage. Just stop hitting the rocks.
You're so tense.
We, as women, we do tend to serve everybody, and then we get upset because we don't think everybody else is serving. So like I used to resent my husband. He would be out jumping on the trampoline with the kids.
Oh, dear,
and I would be
fun.
in there washing the dishes, looking out the window, glaring at him.
Right.
And I'm like, how dare he has time to be with the kids, but I have to wash dishes. I could have left the dishes and gone out and had fun too, but I didn't.
Sometimes the enemy, we just wake up mad.
Yeah.
Like they haven't even woke up.
Well, we
and I
think
got 14 things
we
they've
carry
done
these
wrong.
responsibilities. We think, you know, I have to be responsible, and he doesn't have to
And
be.
he's sleeping. How dare you sleep?
But really, it's a choice we make, isn't it? We'll be right back. We're also want you to take a look at Guys Like Girls named Jenny. We'll be right back with Kerri and Ron.
You have got to make a decision to not do what everybody else is doing with their kids and to stand strong and to say, my job is to set our family apart and I'm going to stand for what is right.
There's two paths in the game of life. There's one, there's the world's pursuit. You go after the world, you go after mammon, you go after success. You go after success the way the world says to have it. You pursue it with everything that you're willing to compromise. You're willing to compromise your children. You're willing to compromise your marriage. You're willing to compromise your family. You're willing to compromise God.
I was shy to the max, but what is being shy? Shy is just fear. And what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. You do not have a spirit of fear. But the enemy has one, and he's going to make sure that you take possession of it.
How we think is who we become. And he also said that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So, and we will eat the fruit of what we say. So what we say about ourselves, what we say about our kids, what we say about our spouse, what we say about life, about politics, what we say about money, like this is a terrible thing to teach your kids how to say.
The great pursuit, the game of life. What are the things we should be pursuing? What happens when we pursue the wrong things? In this dynamic teaching set, learn how to develop the skills you need to go, fight, and win in the area of faith and family. Learn how to raise children that will make an impact in a world that is crying out for godly wisdom and leadership. For a gift of $30 to the ministry, Drenda would like you to have your choice of a CD, a DVD, or audio download of the entire So Get This Women's Conference. If you're tired of not seeing fruitful results in your faith or family, then this wonderful resource is for you. Call or go to drenda.com right now and get this resource today.
We're back with comedians Ron McGehee and Kerri Pomarolli. Very funny. You guys are great. So what's it like raising kids in Hollywood?
Well, we have the 2-year-old who we really like, and then we have the spirited one, and that's Lucy. She's a trip.
And she's the one
Christian.
that makes
That's
you want to
good.
build a tower and just put her up there and
So-
keep her head shaved so she can't get out.
We've been programming her. We watch a lot of Christian TV, but also we get the Mormon channel, and they play the Bible stories. And so we get our Bible stories from the Mormon channel. But she likes a lot of Bible stories. But the other day she was playing in her room after she was watching Joseph, and Joseph was being tempted by Potiphar's wife, and it was a very emotional story. So you can tell what you walked in on.
Well, I don't think she gets the part of the story that she's supposed to remember.
Which is Joseph and his victory.
Right. She's in there going, "Come here, Joseph. Kiss me."
She's like, "Mommy, can I be Delilah for Halloween?" And so she's sort of like Bad Girls of the Bible, but it's
to show
fun.
which one's the role model. Which one do you follow?
It's not Eve, okay? But
Right.
Esther. But we have Lucy and Ruby, and yes, they do work in Hollywood. And I just thank you for letting us be here and encourage. Please keep us in prayer. You know, we really are fighting the fight out there to come up with new projects. The book has actually been turned into a screenplay.
That's awesome.
So we're shopping that to studios right now.
Very funny. You want to get guys like girls named Jenny.
Even if you're not
I
single
assume you knew
yourself.
someone named Jenny that all the guys liked or something.
And well, actually, in first grade, I got dumped for Jenny Grabda, and I figured that all the cute girls, you get it, all the cheerleaders.
When I was in school, it was Kim.
Kim,
We named Kim.
Jenny, Jessica,
Jennifer. Every decade has its girl name that's got all the attention.
And I didn't make
List of
cheerleading,
names
so.
of people we hate when we were younger.
And when you have a baby, you will find out who your wife hates because you'll come up with that name to name the child, and your wife will go crazy.
I hate that person.
Yes.
And your name will be on the list, husbands.
Yes. But we're having a great time out in Hollywood, and we're traveling all around the country. And so please keep up with us. You can find us on Facebook or Twitter under our names, or Kerri Pom, KerriPom. Thank you. And funnyron.com.
Yeah, she lets me have a website.
I manage it, but
You manage it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being with
you
us
so much.
today.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. You
Yes.
need to get their book, Guys Like Girls Named Jenny, and check out one of their shows. Go to their website. You'll have a lot of laughs. Thanks for joining us today on Drenda. And hey, you just enjoy being single.
yes.
It's got its points.
You have got to make a decision to not do what everybody else is doing with their kids and to stand strong and to say, my job is to set our family apart and I'm going to stand for what is right.
There's two paths in the game of life. There's one, there's the world's pursuit. You go after the world, you go after mammon, you go after success. You go after success the way the world says to have it. You pursue it with everything that you're willing to compromise. You're willing to compromise your children. You're willing to compromise your marriage. You're willing to compromise your family. You're willing to compromise God.
I was shy to the max, but what is being shy? Shy is just fear. And that what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. You do not have a spirit of fear. But the enemy has one, and he's going to make sure that you take possession of it.
How we think is who we become. And he also said that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So, and we will eat the fruit of what we say. So what we say about ourselves, what we say about our kids, what we say about our spouse, what we say about life, about politics, what we say about money, like this is a terrible thing to teach your kids how to say.
The great pursuit, the game of life. What are the things we should be pursuing? What happens when we pursue the wrong things? In this dynamic teaching set, learn how to develop the skills you need to go, fight, and win in the area of faith and family. Learn how to raise children that will make an impact in a world that is crying out for godly wisdom and leadership. For a gift of $30 to the ministry, Drenda would like you to have your choice of a CD, a DVD, or audio download of the entire So Get This Women's Conference. If you're tired of not seeing fruitful results in your faith or family, then this wonderful resource is for you. Call or go to Drenda.com right now and get this resource today.